Pati and welcome back to A Small Geeky Chica. So we're doing a new entry in my Stationery Shop Diaries with a brand new format. So instead of it being more like a blog section, it's gonna be more like a little diary entry kind of video where I'm just gonna give you updates on what I've done in for my projects for the last roughly 2 weeks or so since the last time we chatted. And I'm gonna be uploading these bi-weekly, so you're gonna get this video and then you'll probably get another sketch with me video, and then this video and another sketch with me, and every now and then in between I might also have like a dedicated project video that I've been working on. So we'll take it from the concept and idea until my actual final project for a given project. And I do also want to include sketchbook tours because I do have a lot of sketchbooks that I can show you that I'm basing a lot of my artwork off of. But yeah, that's not the purpose of this video. This video is, even though it's Stationery Diaries entry number 11, it is the very first one in this new format. So I have my handy dandy traveler's notebook, passport size here, and I finally found a use that I like for it because I've been struggling to find out how to use it, and I'm going to be keeping notes of all my progress during the week that I will go over with you in these videos. So the first thing I want to update you with is my coasters. So I've shown you in my other videos my coasters that I've been working on, my simple circle coaster with a zigzag border, and then my own unique design of my bunny coaster. So I like those two, and I have a lot ready for my next market, which is going to be in Colma on July 11th. So if you live in the San Francisco Bay Area and are around in the peninsula, you should go check out Colma's community fair. And it's going to be at the Historical Museum Community Center on Hillside in Colma. If you know where that is, go check it out. I will be there. But anyway, so I'm going to have those coasters there. But I've been working on developing a cat coaster, which is what I really also want to do to add to my bunnies because I love cats. And I've made 2 different designs, which I will put right here in photos. But basically, I have cat version A and cat version B. I haven't decided which of the 2 I'm going to go for. I kind of prefer cat version A. Was definitely the idea I had originally when I wanted to go make these coasters. I wasn't sure how it looked before I blocked it. Before I blocked it, it didn't really fit my idea, but after blocking, I made the ears much more pointy and stand out. So I kind of like it more. With option B, it was easier to see as I was going before I blocked it how it looked as a cat. So that's why I was also considering that one. And then also I think it looks good as post blocking, but it's more cat-like, but I prefer the first one because that's kind of how I draw cats and how I draw like Haru. But I do think it's kind of small, so I think I might do it one more time and add an extra round around and use like probably single crochets instead of half double crochets for the very last round with the ears, just so the ears can pop out a little bit more, because that was my problem with it while I was working on it. The ears just didn't stand out enough, unlike the second one I did where the ears were really pointy. So I'm a little more trial and error until I get my final design and pattern done. It is very similar to the bunny one. It's just I have to figure out how to make the ears fit in as better. But yeah, once I get that figured out, I'll also making cat ones. But anyway, what's up next? Let's see. I'm working on a intro zine for my Star Cafe characters. I want to give them out when people buy stickers of my Star Cafe crew, just to have a little introduction to them of who these characters are and what their likes and dislikes. Very simple, very basic. I'm doing the very simple like folding 8-page layout, which I have a little sample of what I've been working on right here. And then I can put some b-roll here of me actually flipping through it. But yeah, it's 8 pages, so it'll be a front cover, and then each character will get a dedicated page. Originally I was thinking of putting the twins on the same page just so I can actually have like a back cover, but I wanted to give each character its own page, so the Manuel, who's the cafe co-owner, is going to get the very last page. So that's what I've been working on. I've been working on figuring out the layout for each page. They ended up being kind of like trading card-esque design. So I figured out the layout, and then I wrote down everyone's little bio and their likes and dislikes, which I realized I hadn't done before. So while I had vague ideas of the characters in my brain and how they all related to each other, this time I actually had to sit down and write mini bios for them and figure out some of their likes and dislikes, which was fun. And I do think I need to write more about them so I can get to know them myself better. I do want to make more zines in the future regarding them, just to like, I don't know if I would sell them, but at least to give out when people buy any merch that has the Star Cafe crew, so they can get to know the characters and stuff like that and their story. And who knows, maybe I'll group them up and sell them in packs or something like that. But yeah, that is something I am working on. I finished the layout, and then I wrote all the character bios and likes and dislikes, like I said. And then I'm working, I've sketched them all out in one of my sketchbooks. So now I'm on my iPad and I'm actually resketching and then drawing them and inking them. They're all going to be in black and white, so they're easier to print. So I've done about 4 or 5 of the characters. I still have the last 2 to go, and then I have to do the cover image, which is what I haven't really worked on. But I want to get those ready for my next market, like I said, in July. And so I have just under 2 weeks more or less to get those all designed and done and print my first test and then print a bunch, because I'm also having them as a little prize on my booth, which I guess I can add that right now. So to add a little gamification, it's a funny word, something fun for my booth so that people can like draw people in and they can enjoy. I bought one of those spinning wheels very cheaply, a little wooden one, and then I've printed out little sheets of paper, or a sheet of paper with the circle where it has all the different prizes, because the one I have has an acrylic top, so you can write it with a dry erase marker, but I didn't want to do that, so there's a gap between the acrylic and the wood backing, so I just like inserted a printout I did with all the prizes, which I'll include a little video here of me actually spinning it because I just finished that. And so the prizes on that one are just like some freebie stickers of my really small paper stickers, the zine, so that's why I have to get the zine ready because that's one of the prize, and then $1 off a purchase from my booth as long as you spend more than $3, which is really the minimum besides my $1 freebie stickers, my $1 mystery pack, paper mystery pack. I didn't save off anything because if you do that, then you can get basically that mystery pack for free. So I was like, you need to at least buy a $3 sticker to get the $1 off. But yeah, that is like the big prize. Everything else is like the freebie sticker and the zine. So that's why I have to have the zine ready, because that is on my spinning wheel, which I think it looks cute. It's very simply made, and so it's not like the best, but it will do. It is good enough. And then I do eventually, maybe in the future, want to do like a little vending machine or a little gachapon, something like that. But for now, this is my like little fun thing to draw people to my table at these events, especially at these kind of markets where it's much more local and not like an artist alley at an anime con. Okay, what else have I been working on? I got the second half of my empty washi tape. So I don't know if you remember, but I ordered empty washi tape and then only half of it arrived because the other half was on back order. So now the other half arrived, and so I received those. I've taken a photo of it to post it on Instagram, but I haven't done that yet because I haven't done the product photography to add them to my website. But once I do that, and they're on my website, I will add my little post on Instagram, which is A Small Geeky Chica _shop. So I hope you go follow me there. I haven't been posting there very much lately, to be honest. I really need to get back on it and do a bunch of like product photography to slowly add to it. But that's one thing I want to add is the new empty washi tapes that I've gotten. And related to that, I also finally went and I have this notebook that I bought from like Daiso right here. And then I'll show you a flip through with B-roll probably right now. But in it, I have taken all my washi tapes and made like a little sample book of everything that I have on my shop, just so it's easier to look through, and then I can see which different ones I have. Includes the ones I have from other artists like Thousand Skies and Some Little Thing, as well as the empty washi tape I have purchased and have on my shop, or will have on my shop, as well as my very own original washi tapes. So I'm planning to film a little flip through of that and adding that to Instagram and maybe stories, just to like show off all the washi tapes you can get on my shop. And I think it might be a cute video to actually add to my shop in itself. I do have to update my website. It's been a while and it's in need for some updates, but that will be a future project. And then the last thing that I've been working on, the other project that's a little, it's a project for the next like 2 months that I'm going to be working on, is my next line of originals, stationery and stickers. So because I have this market in July and I'm hoping to have another market in September, I'm going to have the rest of July and August to work on a new line of products, just to always keep adding stuff to my shop. I'm planning on making stickers, of course, sticker sheets, washi tape, and I also want to see if I can make some either sticky notes or memo pads, notepads. I'm looking into a local print shop to see if I can get them made locally, which I think would be cool. But basically, my idea for this one, and you'll see in the dedicated video for it, but it's to make little ghosts, basically ready for Halloween, since by the time I want to be selling these is in September, which is a good time to start selling Halloween stuff as October shows up. And if I'm lucky, I'll have a September market and maybe an October market to go to. So I do want to have some Halloween stuff besides my little witches and my pumpkins. I want to have a couple of things, and maybe I'll also make a postcard and a bookmark. Like, I want to do a lot with these little ghosties product line. I was also going to make another separate one at the same time, but I think I'm just going to dedicate myself to these ghost ones just so I don't get too overwhelmed. But that'll be the next thing I'll work a lot on after I get this zine done and this market. But that's pretty much everything I've been working on and working towards. Right now, the big project, like I said, is that zine and getting it ready, since I already have it listed as a prize. I'm not really updating too much else on my booth for this next one. It's still my year one booth. I do think it lacks some more verticality, but I think that's something I'm gonna plan more for 2027. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this new format of Stationery Shop Diaries. Yeah, instead of doing more vlogs, I think this is going to be more like update entries that you're going to get more frequently, especially since I feel some of my other videos were kind of becoming a lot of just me as a talking head. So this, I just wanted to lean into that and have them be this, and then focused on more project-based videos in between. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'd consider liking and subscribing, because I will post these videos every 2 weeks, and with a sketch with me video in between, as well as, like I said, any other projects and sketchbook tour videos in between. I also, like run my stationery shop, which is smallgeekychica.com. I hope you check it out. I ship to everywhere in the United States. Right now, I'm not doing international shipping just because I still want to get better at just running the store, and it feels like just sticking to the States, since that is where I'm based, will make it easier for now. And then maybe in the future, if we do really good, we can branch out internationally, but that's just not in the plans right now. And I still want to buy more Japanese stationery to add to my shop, but right now I think I've been focusing a little bit more on my originals, because I prefer to sell those at markets than other things. I'd like to take just my originals to market and then get my brand out that way. But as always, my shop will always have more than that. It'll have other artists, it'll have Japanese stationery, and whatever, maybe Korean stationery, Taiwanese stationery, whatever I can get my hand in. I think it's cute and will work well on my shop. I also have a figures channel. If you like Nindroids and pop mart and blind boxes, go check me out at Small Geeky Chica Figures. I upload those every Friday at 11 a.m. and I also do some crochet on that channel as well. But if would really help me if you support my shop by sticking around and coming to watch my videos on this channel, which I do upload every Tuesday at 11. Yeah, I think that's everything for today. So I hope to see you next week with my next Sketch With Me video, and the week after that with another update from my Stationery Shop diaries. See you next time. Bye.